Hey Aries, what is going on? Welcome to your love reading for July 2025. Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you are all doing well. We're going to jump into it right away. First, I'll be pulling some oracle cards just to grab the overall theme and energy surrounding your love life, and then we'll be diving deep with tarot to get all of the details. So this reading may resonate if you or your person have an Aries sun, Moon, Rising Venus, or any other strong Aries placements. And also be sure to check out the readings for your other signs as well as your person signs, because they just may offer additional, perspectives, details, angles to your situation. But enough of me talking, Aries. Let's get into this overall theme and energy for Aries. For those who find this message, nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. So this is Virgo energy, Gemini energy, Sagittarius energy, as well as Pisces. So for some of you, you may have these signs in your chart, maybe your person does, but that is not necessary. But I love this card because this is really bringing in the energy of, you hold the power, you hold the pen. The future is still being written. Something is manifesting here, Aries. You have more influence over a situation than you may think. Conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. So for some of you, you may be waiting on some closure or some sort of cycle to complete. Maybe for some of you, this has something to do with answers. But I'm really getting this image of like a particular direction that you may want to go in, and you're getting there, but nothing is yet set in stone. So multiple different paths could be taken at this time. This is very interesting. Let's grab another card here. Boundaries. Very interesting. So there may be some boundaries set or some sort of limitation, restriction. Because here's the thing. It is necessary to have healthy boundaries. Very important, right? But at the same time, you want to ensure that it is not keeping certain people out that, are safe to let in. Someone could have boundaries up. Let's see, what is at the bottom of the deck here? Dead end. So something may have hit a wall here. It may feel like a situation is at a dead end, but this card often comes up when it's time to take a new path, go a different direction, okay? And it may be, especially, with this Mercury retrograde and so forth, it could be, for some of you, going back and rethinking up new strategies, plans, how to approach something. Maybe, this is your person. Take what resonates. But let's get the tarot out and see what else comes up here, because I want to dive deep into this and see what's really going on here for the Aries collective. Please bring in clear answers and allow this message to reach those who need to hear it. Please bring them clarity and guidance for those who find this message. Okay, that wanted to fly out. Two of Pentacles upright. So I feel like there is something here about management, maybe going back and forth about something. Balance. For some, there could be some conversation going back and forth. That's just for some. Let's see what the challenge is. King of Pentacles. Okay, so we have some earth energy here. Three of Pentacles, past energy. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Strength. This is your energy. This is beautiful. Page of Wands in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So there may be a sense of something being a bit stuck at this time, but that is not necessary. I do see some themes around career, finances, day-to-day, okay? I do see that there was some collaborative energy here in the past, and now in the present, there's an energy of weighing something out, managing something. Your person, there may be a bit of an unequal give and take at this time. This could be this boundary card that, we're getting here. This could be where this is kind of manifesting. I do see someone, as I said, there's a lot of focus on the material at this time. And this could be, I don't know if someone's work, career, finances may be a challenge at this time, or maybe taking up some extra space in someone's life. But you are showing up as strength. So you have the strength to get through whatever this is. You're showing up strong in your energy. I love this. So what I want to do here, Aries, is I want to further clarify as a reader. It's just easier for me to get all of the cards out on camera so that I can just see the whole picture. It really just helps me see things clearly and get the messages across clearly without going back and forth. I'm going to draw all of it on camera for that transparency, and then we're going to dive deep. All right, Aries, let's get into this. So I did turn some of these cards upside down just so that the table does not get too overwhelming for your eyes or mine, since I did draw so many cards. But we'll be going through everything one by one. And again, I did draw them all on camera for transparency. I do want to start with the past here. With the Three of Pentacles, the Devil, the Queen of Wands, and the Two of Cups, I mean, Capricorn energy, by the way, and fire energy, Sagittarius, Aries, which could be you, Leo. But I feel like, this could have been a work connection, or maybe someone that you're just talking to. But there was a magnetic pull here with the Devil. Someone was looking good, feeling good, just in this confident energy. And there was this genuine connection that was made, or was this ongoing energy. But it was deeply magnetic, possibly karmic, or at least the energy, okay? And there was shared attraction here. It could have been a creative energy. Maybe for some of you, you were working on something creative with this person too. But I do feel like it may have been entangled in power dynamics, or maybe there was a bit of like this obsession, or entangled in control. I feel like for some of you, it's like you just could not stop thinking about this person. And for some of you, you may be someone who is all or nothing in a situation. You are just, I like this person. This is someone that I'm interested in. And the energy between the two of you just pulled you in. And one person here may have been more expressive or dominant, while the other may have played a more passive role, maybe a self-sacrificing role in a way. Because I'm getting that with victim and surrender, maybe there was some love bombing going on at times. But I also feel with this card that someone may have really pursued another person. And the other person, they surrendered to it. They went toward this energy. And I'm getting goosebumps as I'm even saying this, but I really feel like there was something very, very magnetic. Now, there could have also been someone who was dealing with their own unhealthy attachments too, that they were working through. That's just for some. Let's pull one more card here. Tell me more about this, please, Spirit. Divine timing. So yes, it's like, I feel like there were two people here who just let the connection, the energy take its course. Okay. This played out, especially with the surrender card, after one person pursued another. I want to know, tell me more about this devil card, please, Spirit. Now, for some of you, this may be a current dynamic. If this is the case, and this is saying that this will soon be moving into the more current energies, which we'll get into. Okay, so death in the reverse, Scorpio energy. There may have been someone who was a bit resistant to change. This could have been a fire sign, but we also have water showing up here too. So Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Okay. I feel like there was someone who was a bit resistant to change. If someone was pursuing you, or vice versa, it could have been this energy of like, I'm not giving up. But ultimately, someone may have wanted to be pursued here, In the current energies, though, there is some going back and forth. Because I do feel that the way that things played out here, for example, in the beginning of a connection, if there is that infatuation or this magnetic pull towards each other, it didn't balance out and take shape to a healthy dynamic. I'm just, because when you first get into something, it can be really exciting, right? Especially if there's two people here who just want to dive all the way in. But I feel like it continued down a certain path, like this, I'm getting this snowballing energy. And right now, I do feel like with the world in the reverse in this block position, there is something that is unresolved about this situation. There could be an earth sign here. Someone who is, like I've said before, very focused on their career, a family man, someone who is able to provide for another, okay? Now, this could just be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but that's not necessary. But this person is, I feel like this person's going back and forth, and maybe this is just their energy, like I said, but I feel like this person is going around and round and round in their head, possibly trying to make some sort of decision or address something that is unresolved, something that was left open. And there's some sort of new direction and compromise. Like this is in the challenge or the block position. So it's about taking something in a new direction that may require some sort of compromise. And the current energies are suggesting someone going back and forth, and this could be a little bit of conversation, but ultimately there is a sense of delay. Like the energy is strained in a sense. There's some stagnation. Communication may be delayed, it may be blocked. And I feel like it may feel like there's some sort of like ongoing conflict or, I'm getting two different messages here. So, take which one resonates. But I'm really feeling like someone is going back and forth or the situation, because it hasn't been fully addressed, it's at the stage of just kind of like managing it, while it is still influencing like the bigger picture of things, right? And there may be like delays about addressing something painful. Someone could be concerned that it could lead to some sort of painful ending or even an argument, conflict. But ultimately, this would bring everything to this. But someone is going back and forth about taking some sort of action, I feel. So there's some sort of breaking point that I'm sensing where one or both people are being forced to confront the truth and take some sort of decisive steps, possibly to end some sort of pattern for good or reclaim autonomy here. So very intense connection, and there for some could be some toxic undercurrents, something's unresolved, and it could feel like something is currently collapsing under conflicts and even painful truths, like something has to be addressed. But there is this awakening. Someone knows that they have to address something here. And whoever that is, they're taking it seriously, but they're going back and forth in their headspace about how to take action. Some sort of decision needs to be made. Let's draw another card about this current situation. Breakups and makeups in the reverse. Interesting. So sadness and grief in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So this could be about reconciliation, but breakups and makeups in the reverse. This is about stopping a repeating cycle. So there could have been something that occurred here where it wasn't the first time that something like this happened. Okay. And so there could have been, like I said, some sort of toxic dynamic. And it's like, how do we finally end this? But someone's having an awakening here. I don't know what's going on with my camera. It feels, or it looks like it's not properly focusing. I don't know why. You know what? I'm going to stop the recording for right now. Okay. I want to fix this because it is not working. Hold on. Okay. I think we're good. So let's take a look at your person here. Six of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Cups upright, King of Wands in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Divine Masculine reinvention. So there's some sort of unequal give and take here. And this person could be showing up. This could be, and this is just a little bit of an offering. It's the Page of Cups, right? But ultimately, whatever this person is coming in with, they could be amidst some sort of reinvention within their life, whether that's themselves or some sort of part, of their life. But there is this energy. I want to know a little more here, but I feel like this King of Wands in the reverse, he wants control. It can be a bit tyrannical. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who's a bit stuck, stubborn. They keep doing what they're doing, I want to know more. I want another card for each of these. Tell me more about the Page of Cups. Three of Cups upright. Okay. Okay. And then Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, this person, oh my gosh, this is a bit frustrating because I feel like this person they're finally having some sort of awakening, or someone is. You know what? Let me see something here. I mean, mutually, there are two people here who know something that needs to be addressed. And I do feel like there's someone who's going back and forth in their mind, like I said, about something resolved, about taking this connection in a new direction, and so forth. There's a need for compromise, but someone is stuck in their ways. And while this person down here, they may be showing up with some sort, and I'm getting two different energies. Either this person is coming in and they're just offering this fun, light-hearted connection, like there's a sense of community, or you just really enjoy having fun together, and it's very social, it feels good, you enjoy spending time with this person. Or for others of you, this person could be spending time with friends, with family, going out, community, stuff like that. But I feel like regardless of that, whether this person is showing up in your life or in other people's lives, like their community and going out, it's like there is this impulsive energy. And I feel like this person could be going back and forth on how to release something. They are having this awakening here with the Hanged Man in the reverse. But ultimately, there's some sort of stuck energy, and right now, this person may be holding back. And this is like in the sake of like control. So they may feel like there's a lack of opportunity to come forward. I feel an avoidant energy from this person, but they are going back and forth about it. But they need to commit to something, is what I'm really getting. Okay? Because, and this may be the divine masculine, but they're going through some sort of reinvention, and it may be something that needs to drag out a little bit. It may be taking this person some time. And if you are spending time with this person, it could also be that through these interactions, things are becoming a bit more clear to them on like this mental plane, although they're not taking action towards it yet, and they're trying to figure out how to manifest this in the 3D and what they need to do. So dead end in the reverse, I do like this, because when it's in the reverse, this is really about how do we get out of this stuck energy. Like, we're at a dead end, like where do we go from here? Like, we can't keep going, there's a dead end, we need some sort of reinvention here. Now, this person could personally feel that they're at a dead end, or this relationship, it's like this connection, it's something needs to change, it can't stay the same. And with you, you're showing up with strength. And I also feel like fears could be coming up with or for you from time to time regarding this connection. Okay. Something may have been revealed here with this moon card. There may have been some emotional release, but I feel like you may be concerned that someone's not being honest or fair. Fear that things won't be balanced. Like, you're putting in your effort, you're doing what you can, and there could be concerns that this person isn't going to meet you halfway. And you may be setting boundaries here, this person may be setting boundaries, but there's something that needs to be addressed, action needs to be taken, but it's almost like the sense of, if we sit down and talk about this, or we attempt to go down this new path, take it in a new direction, is this just going to end in something painful and cause conflict? Quality time. Okay, so communication. Maybe you feel like, you want to spend quality time with this person, or you may need more quality time with this person. I feel like for some of you with these, there could be some insecurities coming up, confusion coming to the surface. You're uncertain about something here. You're still showing up with strength, but even if you may be putting in the effort to this situation, I do feel like there are some doubts, lack of optimism. You may, instead of just like jumping in with your heart first, rather, with follow your heart in the reverse, you may be trying to rationalize things, looking at things through a lens of logic. And you may be reflecting on this quality time that you've spent with this person, or you may feel like You need to just see how things go. But for some of you, it's like, how would you know that if this is, it's being dragged on, like action needs to be taken. There is some sort of awakening that has come through some sort of pain and conflict in the past. And I feel like there are concerns, like how to manage this appropriately so it doesn't repeat. Because I feel like for many of you, having some sort of conversation or going down a certain path, it's going to bring up past pains that need to be addressed. And it may feel like there are still, like these wounds are still active. They're still there. Okay. And so for some people, like I've said before, like someone could be avoiding this, just focused on their finances. But that's only going to last for so long, because this is like, you got to face the music. So for the future energies, Page of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Pentacles, the Fool in the reverse, Aquarius energy. By the way, with Justice in the reverse, we do have Libra energy, the Moon in the reverse, Cancer, Pisces. Strength is Leo, Pisces with the Hanged Man. I forgot to call those out. But anyway, I do feel like there may still be some delays, okay? I feel like instead of someone feeling really like hooked on to this situation, the mutual energy is that, you know, or at least for one of you, you're focused on yourself, okay? You're looking good, you're feeling good. Someone may even get some sort of promotion here. But things are good, okay? The thing is that with the Page of Wands in the reverse, it's like still someone's not ready to come in and take initiative here in a confident way and initiate something. So there's not really this new beginning quite yet, but the Three of Wands in the reverse is just telling me that this is just really about delay. It is going to come in. But it needs to be dealt with in the proper way. So this isn't about just ascending some sort of conclusion or resolving something. It's not just like getting above that and ignoring it. It's about actually addressing it. And because I feel that both parties know this needs to be done, that's why it's taking some time. For you, Aries, I feel like you're pretty confident. Like you may just want to address this head on, and it may be very frustrating for you if someone's setting boundaries or if they're kind of avoiding addressing whatever this is. Let's see. Friendship in the reverse. So maybe for some of you, this was not this was a friendship. It never materialized into an actual connection, or sorry, an actual relationship, like something conventional. But for others of you, I mean, mostly what this friendship in the reverse card is saying is that the underlying like core components of a connection, trust, you know, communication, honesty, respect, they're a bit unstable right now. Drama. Yeah, so I feel like things are a bit unstable right now, and, you know, I feel like people want to avoid drama. And so I feel like for now, the two of you are just focusing on your own thing. And there is delayed energy of this resolution, but I do see this coming in at some point. And maybe for some of you, that's the best way to go, of giving something some time if, you know, there is this concern that it may just blow up and cause more drama, especially with this retrograde that's going on. This Mercury retrograde and Aries, especially if you're an Aries rising or an Aries sun, like this is really impacting you in your fifth house of relation or well, dating, fun, creativity, and so forth. And yeah, I feel like that it could be this Mercury retrograde that's causing this delay. And I think it's over on August 11th. And I believe the same day we're going to have Jupiter conjunct Venus. So that's a beautiful aspect that is occurring where, you know, there is this expansion of abundant, beautiful things, of love, of, you know, all the Venusian things. Be careful to not indulge, but there may be resolution after this Mercury retrograde for many of you, or at least to know like what path is being taken. Because right now, nothing is yet set in stone. And it, honestly, with this Mercury retrograde, it's probably, everything happens for a reason. But it's probably just meant to be this way for now. So what we're going to do here, we're going to do something a bit different, a bit fun. I used to do this on my channel. We're going to do a quick pick a card. And if you don't know what a pick a card is, if you don't like them, that's fine. This is optional. I'm going to very quickly explain it. All you have to do is pick either number 1, 2, or 3. Okay, whatever you're drawn to, maybe your favorite number, the first one that pops up into your head. It doesn't matter. If you want to pick more than one, that's fine too. But we're going to draw some additional cards for each of those numbers. And so the message will be connected to whatever number you choose. So let's go ahead, and if you chose number 1, and also I'm going to make pile 1 the default pile. So if you don't want to pick a number, then this will be for you as well. Let's get some extra messages here. Regret. So someone has some major regret that they're dealing with. Let's grab a message from them for pile 1. I don't want to argue. So yeah, this person, I feel like I'm just getting this message. The only way out is through. It's not possible to avoid this. Someone does not want drama, but there's a lot of regret here, especially if someone caused drama in the past, or this person is regretting past actions and they don't want to argue about it. And that could be what is keeping this person from really coming forward, and they're stuck in their head of like, how do I approach this? Let's go with pile 2. Deception. What is this? Give me a message for pile 2 for those who chose 2. I care more than I reveal. So if this person is, you know, it may seem like they're avoiding this situation. They don't care. They're out, you know, living their life, like this 9 of Pentacles. There's a deceptive aspect here that is, you know, they care more than they reveal. So this person may be a bit afraid to show vulnerability. So yeah, that's what pile 2. I was like, deception. What is this about? This person could have issues communicating their feelings. So pile 3 wanted to speak. We've got lessons. Let's draw a message from your person for pile 3. I worry how you perceive me now. So this person is learning a lot of lessons, okay? I feel like this person regrets certain things as well, but this person is learning a hard lesson, and this person may even be a bit embarrassed and concerned about how you perceive them. They could be feeling embarrassed, insecure. So let me know which number you chose below, and if these messages resonated. If you enjoyed this little mini pick a card, let me know below, because I'd love to know if I should keep doing this or if I shouldn't. I really do read all my comments, and I do take all of the feedback that I receive into consideration. But yeah, Aries, that is what I have for you for now. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I love you all so, so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.